It's time for my favorite show, guys. I hope it's your favorite show. It's Driver Battles. We're doing it all over again. We're at Chuckwalla. The sun is out. We got some fresh cars for you. We got American V8 against everyone's favorite competitor, a Honda. And guess what? Not any Honda, a CRX. I don't know who's gonna win this battle, folks. It's gonna be wild. Both the cars are fast. Enough of me talking. Let's just get right into it and meet the cars. You can hear the Camaro chopping in the background right now, and honestly, anytime a car's chopping, it gets my blood going. You don't really hear a Civic chopping. Big ol' American V8, bald eagles, freedom, American flag on the shirt, doing it for Dale.
Red, white, and blue.
What the heck is this?
Dude, this is a shop project, 71 Camaro, aptly named Project Red Dawn.
Yeah.
It's kind of been the village bicycle. We kind of all get to take a turn.
Yeah.
Today was going to be my turn. Let's hope that everything goes well.
Yeah.
The boss man normally drives it. I'm excited. It's an LS7 power plant, T56 rear, Curry full floater rear end,
Yeah.
all TCI suspension. So it's our front clip up front, Willwood brakes, front and rear.
Yeah.
She stops, she goes.
She's ready to boogie.
I'm excited.
How much horsepower does she make, by the way?
So it's an LS7
Yeah.
with a cam in it.
Okay.
So these were 500 horsepower from the factory.
Yeah.
So it's more than that. We've done some drag racing with the car. It's gone 1180s.
Wow, that's a fast
So
car.
it runs good.
How much does it weigh?
3,200 pounds is minimum for the class we run in vintage.
Who cares how much it weighs, really? It looks like the coolest freaking Camaro I've ever seen in my life. Sure, you got a carbon hood that probably saved a couple pounds here, but who cares? This thing is rad.
Well, and we tried to save some weight off the front.
Yeah.
We've moved the engine back a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell, my goodness.
Our front clip, the factory one on bolts. The
Yeah.
stock geometry on these cars is terrible
Yeah.
from the factory.
Yeah.
We try to make it drivable, it's comfortable,
Yeah.
and then we can go out here and thrash and have a good time.
Yeah, you guys did a great job building
You got to leave room for the bald eagles.
You gotta let America scream in this thing.
Yeah.
Come on. What size tire are you running?
It's a 315 up front,
And in the rear?
335.
335. That's like 4 Honda tires in the rear, guys. Just so you know. It's just like pretty big.
Yeah. We got to burn a little petroleum to let the bald eagles loose.
Well, this is gonna be a great car to go up against our next competitor, and that is actually going to be a Honda. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing popsicle socks, well, it's hot today. So what better way to say that it's hot is that you're wearing popsicle socks. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, the competitor to that giant screaming bald eagle to our left. Now, I know what you're thinking, CRX against the Camaro? Yeah, they're both gonna battle today. Deal with it. Nicky, what is this?
This is something that started during COVID. It's a 1990 CRX built by me and my dad as a fun project. It's got a B20 VTEC. We just put aero on it,
Yeah.
and it's, as you can see, it's as simple as we could make it, as light, and just something that we do for fun.
It does look like it can boogie. Now, I do have to let you guys know, you may notice a stripped out car like you find in the fields of Bakersfield.
Yeah, so that's actually, unfortunately, an Integra Type R motor.
Yeah.
Did 2 laps in that car. Car felt amazing, and unfortunately, the timing belt snapped, and that was our day, so we could get no filming in, even though we put down a lap time. So
we took the tires off that bad boy, threw it on this thing, and now you're about to send this car.
Yep.
Sometimes at driver battles, we get cars that break. Sometimes on driver battles, these are real cars, these are real stories, and you gotta call an audible, and we did, and thank you so much for saying yes. I know this car isn't in peak form, and there's a lot that can come out of it.
At the end of the day, you just have to drive as fast as whatever the car will give you
It's
in
right.
that moment.
Right, no matter what.
That's competition.
This isn't a video game, this is real
Yeah,
life.
exactly. There's real things that happen on real cars.
With that said, how much horsepower does this make?
So this is a high compression B20 VTEC. It makes 260 at the wheels.
Yeah, when everything's perfect.
Yeah, today I was like kind of half throttle, so we can.
Let's say half the horsepower.
Yeah.
And then how much does it weigh?
Oh God, we haven't weighed it in this form with a roll cage and aero, but I want to say with me in it, we're somewhere like 2050.
2050.
With me in it,
Yeah.
ready to run.
So 200-ish horsepower, 2,000-ish pounds, a whole heck of a lot lighter than that car. Half the horsepower, maybe even half the weight, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not doing math in my head. This thing's rad, I don't care.
So we're running a 225 in the front and a 205 in the back.
Big fenders, a little bit of a mismatch.
Yeah.
but it's still doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like that's just, you adapt, right? It felt way better than I expected it to, considering like how different everything was. But when you set a car up well, it's adaptable.
Yeah. What makes you think you're gonna win?
Frankly, setup is where we really put our focus. So even though we can't go down the straights very well, we're just gonna try and send it in the corners and keep that corner speed up and do what we can.
I think it's gonna be an interesting battle. Are you guys ready to see what the CRX can do against the 70s Camaro? Are you ready to see what the CRX can do?
Oh man, I think that car is just, it's so beautiful compared to what we have here. But you know, we're competing, so I'm just gonna give it my all and we'll see what happens.
You guys have seen the specs, you've seen the cars, you've seen the tires, you've seen the drivers. Now let's see them battle. For those of you who don't know, we run driver battles time attack style. Our competitors have all day to set down the fastest time. Today is pretty hot, so fast times are gonna be hard to come by. A really good lap here at Chuckwalla is anything under 2 minutes.
So the good thing about this track is you've got some elevation change. So 8, 9, and 10, you're going up the hill. At the end of the straightaway at speed, now you're going down the hill. Those two areas are so much fun on these NT01 tires. 4-wheel slide in, 4-wheel slide out, trying to put all this LS7 power down.
I love going into the bowl. My car's got some decent aero on it and so much grip. And honestly, this track just has a great flow to it, but I think the bowl is probably my favorite.
This is it, guys. Red Camaro versus red CRX. American, freedom, horsepower, bald eagles. Lightness, nimbleness, refinedness, B20-ness, VTEC. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Let's talk about their days. Jason, how was your day?
Man, it could have been better.
Yeah?
Absolutely. You know what? I had a ball. The tires did great. Driver, maybe not so much. I was trying to get acclimated to not only road racing. Like I said, we came out a couple weeks ago, tried to get some tests done. Didn't really work out to my favor that time.
Yeah.
So I was like, today is gonna be the day. We're gonna get some laps. And it just didn't really work out that way. I'm guessing I got maybe 3 or 4 timed laps. I'd get a warm up, get a hot lap. The thing would get angry, start kicking oil.
Yeah.
At one point, they literally told me no more. Too much oil, get off the course.
Yeah.
So, would have liked to do more laps and get acclimated and try to chase that CRX.
Totally.
Because watching it on course, man, that thing's fast.
It's hard to go fast when you have teething issues, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. The car is phenomenal with those tires on it. The driver just like, again, I got to get acclimated to the course.
Yeah, totally.
You know, I have to. If I'm not getting laps.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Nikki, you also had your fair share of teething issues. In fact, you didn't even come here expecting to battle today.
No, fortunately, I drove 2 cars.
Yeah, right?
I think I drove 2 cars for a total of 5 laps. So that was, that was it. You never know with this,
You never know.
with this space.
The day was filled with its events. Enough of us talking about it. Should we get into the numbers, guys?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Only a handful of laps. Oiling was against you. You got it sorted by the end of the day, but hey, that's racing. With the time of 2:02.4,
All right.
Jason Wilcox.
All
All right, Nicky. Are you sweating?
Oh, oh yeah, it feels like the first day of summer. It happened just now.
Are you sweating because of the heat, or are you sweating because you want to know your time?
Oh, both. Both, for sure.
I'm going slow on purpose.
I know.
Okay.
Agonizing.
All right, Nicky. You had some misfiring issues or whatever it was. The car just did not like to go open throttle. You weren't expecting to battle that car. It was a test and tune day. We threw you on camera. You got a lot to prove. Every CRX owner in the world's looking at you right now to see how fast their CRX can be.
Yep. Yeah, I feel the weight on my shoulders.
The weight, it was not, what, 1,600 pounds?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like, not that much.
2, 0, 0.8. Nicky's the winner.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Not bad for like half throttle.
I think we need to come back when both the cars are working, you know,
I agree.
and get you some more seat time. Yeah, quite a bit. But
Yeah.
let's get both, maybe if both cars were working, I think we could get a lot more representative. But
Yeah.
that's competing. You have to show up today and do it, right?
You got to deal with the cards you're dealt, and you guys both did that, so my hat's off to both of you. Nicky, that was a fast time you won. That was an insanely fast time. Your first time at Chuckwalla in a car that you don't even own. Come on, you got to be proud of that time.
Hey, I got to beat up on somebody else's car.
If you guys want to see more of these battles, if you guys want to see another CRX versus a Camaro, if you want to see a Sylvia versus a Skyline, if you want to see any of this stuff, drop us a comment and let us know if you think you're faster than either of these guys. If you got more horsepower than the Camaro, if you got more CRX than the CRX, let us know in the comments below. We make this show because of you guys, and we want to see you out here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you to Nitto, thank you to Driving Line, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the Driving Line YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave. I'm Cleese McFarland. Hell yeah, brother. We'll see you later.